All right, everybody, it's time for Friday Night Fights Round 2. Fight! So we're excited about this particular fight here. We're going to a few minutes before it starts. Now we're going to be filming this as it comes out live, starting in about 3 minutes. Of course, the replay will carry on for a couple of hours. Anytime you log on to this website, you will be able to see the fights replay for a couple hours on the Friday Night Fights. Now we're going to update that to where you'll be able to have a larger window to come in and see the fights again. But we're going to watch it live and we're going to see how it goes down tonight. Right now. So that'll be starting in a couple minutes. Friday Night Fights. Let's go take a look at the fight card for tonight. We'll see some of the registered fighters. Now, these were the fighters that were selected to be able to fight each other 1 versus 1. Again, we've talked a little bit about making a subsequent entry so that if your fighter doesn't get chosen, then you can go battle in the Battle Royal, and we'll be updating that with our new game devs and all that stuff along the way. But for right now, we've got a Friday Night Fight to get into. Here are the 3 sections. We've got the light card, we've got the middle card, and the heavy card. We're going to watch all these fights. Let's take a little preview right here. We've got every slot filled, and the straw weight all the way to the lightweight. Now the prize is 50 Nacho because each one of these fighters put up 25 Nacho, and so the winner is going to take the loser's Nacho. And of course that Nacho has a specific value, and we're going to be talking more about how we're going to peg that value to the price of Matic. We're going to redo everything from the price of Ethereum to the price of Matic. So here we have level 12 versus 14, 16, 12, 29, 20, 28, 24, and ooh, that's quite an advantage, 41, 14. So you can see there's going to be some pretty good fights in here. It's, of course, best of 7, just as it always was, same with the last video. But if this is your first time watching it, this is how it works. In the middle card, we only have 2 weight classes that have fighters pitting against each other. We've got a 47 and a 13. I wonder how that's going to turn out. And a 45 and a 7. Tough go for the middle card. We'll see how that turns out. But again, we're going to be forming a betting platform to when you bet on these fighters, there will be an offset to where you can bet on the underdog. Now, there's a couple of specifics. We'll look into them as these fights go on. If you roll a 1, you automatically lose. If you roll a 20, you automatically win. So there's always a chance for the underdogs. And in the heavy card, we've got 3 different fights happening. We've got a 58 and 59. That's pretty close. Let's see how these fighters have been trained. We've got a 73 and a 70 and a 96 versus a 100 in the big boys division. Let's see how this turns out, you guys. This is going to be very, very exciting. Should be kicking off here any second. And we're live. Who's fighting? MC Ordinator versus East Clintwood. Haha, sick. It's looking like the advantage is slightly on the favor of East Clintwood. We got a couple 2s, some higher end ones. This actually is very well balanced, very well balanced. 54 kilograms versus 50 kilograms. The special is the Lucha Vuitton, and this special is the Hand of Zeus. These will come into play later as we develop this process more. All right, we've got a 2v1 round. Let's go check it out. Now, if you didn't see the first video, to win a round, you simply take these stats and you go across the board. So it is 3.88. Ooh, we got a combo breaker. Somebody rolled 20. Automatic win. Back to what I was talking about. You take these stats, 3.14 times 4.43 times the roll of the dice, which is 14, and that's how you get this number. Over here, it's 3.38 times 2.96 times 12. That was actually a trouncing. It's 3-2. What do we got up next? How close is it going to be? We got a 114.43. Ooh, well, that's a game winner. Last one for pride. And we've got a 4-2 win. Maybe it's going to be 4-3. Let's check it out. Nice roll. Might not count, though. Yep. Hey, hey. Let's listen to some sound a little bit here. Who's the next fight? All right, now for the featured fights in the heavyweight division, we're going to feature the 3 fights that are in there because they look like they're going to be very well matched, and we're going to check them out. So let's go ahead and feature this first fight. We've got Feuded Stacks versus Senor Le Dog. We've got a 1-0 record versus an 0-1 record. We've got some stats here, 11.1 versus 13.5, 14.7 versus 11.4. We got a 10.8 and a 12.9, a 10.4 and a 10.6, a 10.7 and a 10.6. This is very evenly matched. I expect this to be a pretty close battle. It depends on the roll of the dice, I would suppose. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at some of the fighters here. We got a legendary feuded stacks. Let's take a look. We got a legendary versus a phenom, Senor Ledug. First up, feuded stacks. We got the bio here. We've got the level at 57.73 and a 1-0 record like we said. Here is your base stats for the speed, strength, stamina, style, and health. We got the rarity score of 407.95. Those are some nice looking charts right there. We've got this stud at 101 kilograms. And the list price is 0.06 Ethereum. Last sold was 0.06. This is a Los Vampiros faction, and there are 233 total of those out of 3,333 NFTs. This NFT is not for sale. Let's go take a look at the opponent. Fighting out of the right corner, we've got Senor Ledug. This is his bio. He grew up in an orphan in a poor village, competing for food against rats until he met the greatest ally, Charlie the Snake. Oh, he's got a bio and everything. You can name these guys. You can set up a bio. We've got a cool weapon in his hand and a snake around his neck. Let's take a look at him. We've got a level of 59.03. These are your base stats right there. We've got double digits in virtually every category, which is great. We've got a rarity score of 611.29. That is nice and rare. There's are your numbers right there if you want to geek out and look at some of these stats. He is not for sale. He is not listed. He is also from the Los Vampiros faction, and he is one of 233 fighters from that faction. Level 59.3 and 101 kilograms. We are fighting in the first round of the heavyweight division. Let's go see how this fight turns out right now.
Round 1.
Now, if I was going to be betting on one of these fighters, I would take a quick glance and I would say they're so evenly matched. It's kind of a coin flip. I'm going to put my money on this gentleman here on the left from the Los Vampiros feuded stacks. I wonder if it would be an offset, if it would be an underdog. In this case, actually, I would probably want to bet on the underdog because the underdog is going to have a little bit more of a come up for your money. And again, we're going to be forming those betting statistics pretty well here with the partners we're going to be working with. And so far, we're looking at it. We've got a nice even match. I think it's going to come down to the roll of the dice. We've got a 2-to-1 advantage over here for the fighter on the right-hand side, Senor Ledug. Ooh, that's a stiff roll right there. We got a 12 times an 11 times an 18, 2,554 points. Ooh, that was actually such a close battle. Look at these heavy numbers coming in. We've got a 2-to-2 battle. Like I said, this is a very evenly matched fight. Let's see how this turns out. Ooh, we've got a 3-to-1 advantage now. That was a low dice roll, but it still came through because the 3 on the other side. These fighters are absolutely going at it. 1-0 versus 0-1. How's it going to end?
Round 7.
We got a winner. It already happened. We got a 4-to-2. The rest of the other rounds are for a pride. Congratulations to Feuded Stacks. You are now 2-0. Well done, well done, well done. Let's check out our next fighters. We've got in the super heavyweight division, Mad Slice on the left-hand side and Luchador on the right-hand side. We've got a 2-0 versus an 0-2. So we've got the super heavyweight 1 versus 150 Nacho are on the line. This is a legendary versus a legendary. Let's take a quick look at the stats. We've got a 15 versus a 12, a 15 versus a 13, a 13 versus a 15, a 13 versus a 15, and a 15 versus a 13. This fight could go either way. In a betting situation, I would probably go the same route, and I would put a little bit of my bets on the underdog, depending on what the payout would be. And of course, This is going to be a close battle, but let's go take a look at the fighters just a little bit closer. We've got Mad Slice. I love it when people name their luchadors. You can get really, really attached to these NFTs. As we can see, this is going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. There's the base stats, a level 72.90, ooh, a rarity score of 428, looking good. We've got 120 kilograms on here. I'm sure this guy's probably training in the gym quite a bit. He's also a member of the Los Vampiros faction, and he is not listed for sale. Let's go check out the opponent. We've got Luchador number 99 and his bio, Luchador NFT by Nacho Finance. This needs to be updated. Let's get this guy named and give him a bio. He's got a level of 69.89. These are the base stats which we checked out. A rarity score of 417. That's looking pretty good there. And 121 kilograms. He is in the right faction to be fighting the right opponent. Another Los Vampiros. This is a pretty popular faction, it seems, and of course there's only 233 of those, so these legendaries, these are hard to get. These are going to make some really good fights, guys. Let's pump up the volume and let's go and check out this fight right now. Who you got, everybody? Your left fighter or your right fighter? Let's find out. Mad Slice versus Lucha. Who's going to come in with the first win? Mad Slice on the left-hand side rolls a 19. We've got a couple of good multipliers. That's going to be a tough number to beat. Oof, just wasn't enough. Point, left-hand side. Oh, and he rolls a 20, an automatic win. We've got a 2-0 advantage right out of the gate for Mr. Mad Slice. Hey, his record of 2.0 speaks very loudly. Let's see, are we going to have a comeback? Round 3. We've got a 14 times a 14 times a 7. That is definitely beatable. This is your chance to take that point. Oh, and it's absolutely taken. Big time move by Lucha number 99. All right, 2-1. What do we got next? Big number with a 17, a 15 times a 16 times a 17. That's going to be real hard to beat. Ooh, it's going to be close, but just not enough. We've got a 3-1 advantage already. It's time to fight back, Lucha number 99. Not bad. Here's your chance. 16 times 16 times 6. 14 times 14 times 10. Is that going to do it? Oh, yes, baby. We got a 3-2 battle. Let's go. 14, 16, 8. Beatable. Very beatable. Can't help but to find myself reading. Oh, and then you go ahead and you roll a 1 and you just crap the bed. You lost. Game over. We've got a win for Mad Slice, who is 3-0. Let's get after it. I love it. Next fight, please. This one's for pride. 4-3. That's respectable. Very respectable. Now, had you not rolled a 1 right there, you might have yourself a nice win. Let's go check out the last of the special heavyweight fights. All right, and our featured fight in the big boy division, we've got a level 96 versus a level 100. Let's go check out the fighters and see who's matched and who's poised to win. We've got Friend Zone versus Luchador, Lucha 904. We've got an 0-1 versus a 1-0. Let's go take a look at your fighters. Introducing Friend Zone. He is a 0-1 fighter with a level of 95.63. We'll look at his base stats: a 24, a 19, a 19, a 13, and a 19. Not bad. We've got a rarity score of 711 points. Look at that rarity chart right there. That is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is a ludicrous. Yes, that's right. This is a ludicrous fighter. He is pretty awesome. He's got chickens and skulls, some kind of beer in his hand, and a no friend zone. Let's see if no friend zone can get himself into the friend zone by winning this fight. He's got 150 kilograms with that rarity score. He is not listed for sale, and he is from the faction of the Ruggers. Let's check out this mother rugger and see how he does. There's only 209 of the 33 NFTs that are in the Ruggers. And who is his opponent? Fighting out of the right-hand side of the corner on this particular heavyweight fight, we've got Lucha number 904. This guy needs a name. He's looking pretty incredible. He's got an Ethereum necklace and a great looking mask on. He's ready to go. He's going to zap the heck out of somebody. Some pretty cool traits. Let's take a look at this fighter. He is an ultra heavyweight with a record of 1-0. He is a level 100.27, so you can get beyond level 100, just so you know. Let's take a look at the stats. We've got a speed of 17. We've got a strength of 16. We've got a stamina of 35. That's quite a category right there. He's been training quite a bit in the stamina gym. More on gyms in other future videos. He's got a rarity score of 307.75. There's all the rarity statistics right there. This fighter is not for sale, and he is from the faction of the Bro Exotics. There's only 200 of these, and this is a unique class of fighters. Now, let's go ahead and get into the fight and see who is going to take home the Ultra Heavyweight Championship for this Friday's Friday Night Fights right now.
Round 1.
Let's go. We've got the Friend Zone versus Lucha 904. Who's going to win? We've got some advantages over here in the stamina department, and we've got an advantage over here in the speed department. Let's go ahead and take a look. We've got a win already for the Friend Zone with 66-13 versus 53-94. Not bad. How is this fight going to turn out? Now, if you were betting, who would you bet on? Now, of course, we just rolled a combo breaker, so that's 1-1. Round 3. Let's go. We've got a 14. 20 times 14 times 14. This is very beatable because of those stamina numbers. Look at that, 36 times 15 times 11. That is a big, heavy win. I knew that the stamina division was going to win for this particular fighter because he had quite an advantage. Now, the dice rolls, of course, play a role, but it shall remain who will be the winner. We've got a 2-1 battle. Okay, we've got a 2-2 battle. This is a true heavyweight fight right here. Ooh, that's going to be tough. It won't take much. And there it is. Crypto is evil, by the way. And this guy's got dirt in the eyes. Round 6. We got a 3-2 battle. This is crucial. We need a win, Friend Zone, or else it's over. Ooh! That's it. Game over. It says sucks to be this guy over here, but I don't think it does because our man, Luchador number 904, just won the Ultra Heavyweight Division round. The rest is for pride. Can we get even close? 4-3. Not too bad. Congratulations. And it looks like our fight card is over. And yeah, that's a wrap. You lost GTFO, and we're raining some confetti. So looking pretty cool. Let's go over really quick how the fights played out, because obviously we skipped the rest of the fights and went straight to the heavyweight. We had a fun one in the strawweight. We looked at that one. It was close. It was 4-3. We had a 5-2, almost a clean sweep right here, 6-1, a 5-2, and another 5-2. Now you get down to the middleweight card, which we need some help with the middleweight division. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of competition in some of these earlier light cards because we have more people coming into this project and checking out. So the light card in all these particular weight classes are going to continue to stack. Now, as those people train and as they get statted up in those gyms, we'll start filling out the middle cards as well. So the middle card battle was not too much to speak of. We had a 5-2 and an absolute clean sweep because this guy was just very, very undermanned. We got to get this guy in the gym training and get those stat numbers up. Pump up those rookie numbers. Those are rookie numbers. And down into the heavyweight, we saw how this turned out. We had a 5-2. We had a thrilling 4-3 and another thrilling 3-4. So these were very, very evenly matched. It was fun to bio these guys and take a look at the actual fighters themselves and get a little bit more in-depth as to the rarity scores and the fun things you can do with your fighter. You can name them, you can add a bio, you can enter them into the fights, and you can bet on these fighters. You better believe that Nacho Finance is going to be something very, very special. We're going to be bringing to you some more fights on Friday Night Fights, and the promotion kicks off on the 27th of February because we are having a Twitter space. We're featuring Nacho and some of the people that have been involved in this project because it's been around for over 2 years. They're going to be on there. We're going to be talking about all these things. I can't wait. We will see you guys on the 27th on the Risk Factor X Space, and it's going to be a really good one, and we're going to be kicking off some serious promotion right after that. So I'll see you guys. Peace and love.